Okay, throw me some numbers.
This is a message to all my subscribers. If you're subscribed to me because you want reviews, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I am not gonna do any more reviews. I tried being entertaining. I tried making people laugh. I failed miserably. If you want reviews, subscribe to somebody else's channel.
Okay, all ready to go? Let's get started! I'll start the game.
Let's go! I'm ready for it. The cool stream returns. There we go. There we go. Woo! Welcome everyone to the Hikikomori cool stream Astro Bot Launch Party.
Oh my god!
Look behind me. What do you see? A little fresh-faced Hikiko today. Hello, everyone. Hello. What do you see behind me? Wager a guess right here. Today's theme is Legacy Heritage. It's Heritage Month over here at PlayStation. We got a super chat right off the top. Thank you so much to JR from Spain. JR is going to bed right now. I love warm nights like tonight here in the deep south of Spain. Have fun tonight, guys. I'll check out the stream tomorrow in the archive. That's right, JR reminding us of the Cool Stream archive. You can find all past cool streams in the Cool Stream playlist. Go on the channel, go to the playlist, Cool Stream playlist. You'll find a whole bunch of junk there. It's 10 p.m. over where Co is. We're going to launch it. Launch Party, Astro Bot, right here. I had to wait for the disc, okay? I'm not one of those privileged few that just got an early access code and all that good stuff. I didn't get it at midnight. I had to wait for Amazon to deliver it to my doorstep, but here we are. I got everything in theme with Astro Bot today. We got the frame, it's blue. The static background. And I kind of got that silver, that robotish silver on the TV frame. I'm very excited. How are the audio levels? Before we get this going, chat, flood it. Let's get those audio levels. I want to know, am I too loud? Game too loud? Too quiet? Let me know. Before we get going here. Should I put these on? They're Sony brand. They're in theme. These are my MDR 7506s, okay? These are the most notable Sony headphones. They've been out since, I think, like the 60s or 70s. But, consumer grade professional. That's how we run things here. Audio's perfect. Audio's good. Thank you so much. All right. This is my first time diving in. It's not like I've had the entire game spoiled for me by Twitter or anything. This is nostalgic. Already we've got the PlayStation 1 memory cards with 1, 2, and 3. I was not expecting that. My nostalgia cortex is tickled. These are all the controller sounds going in. I'm very excited for this. The PlayStation 5 finally got its first game. And here we are celebrating its first game, Astro Bot, again. To my knowledge, there's this is the 4th Astro Bot game. There was I think it was Astro's, like, I don't know, Playroom on the PS4, then Rescue Mission, and then another Astro game that came with the PS5, and then this is just Astro Bot, plain and simple. And we're in our PS5 spaceships, and we've got an alien menace. I want to show you guys this when I get a chance. The inside of this box is wild. It's looking good on the stream. We're getting a full 60 frames as far as I can tell. That's nice. All right, so the Astro Bot games in general are very thin on the plot. Obviously, it's a Pikmin style, repair your ship, defeat the evil alien, collect your friends, that sort of thing. I heard the game's about 10 hours long. There's like 300 robots to find. They're essentially your Shine Sprites, your Mario stars, what have you, your superstars, Starmen. Astro Fox. Well, no more heroes. This is my first rodeo, okay? So, this is primarily how the game's going to be handled. It's a DualShock 5. It's really loud because I didn't turn down the speaker. It's got 6-axis DualSense, I guess is what they call it. I've rarely played games using these features except for Astro Bot, because it seems like every other game forgot about these features. So, some people were already playing. Okay, I hope you like it so far. I think this game was only $50, which is pretty rare in today's modern age of games. Before we get started, I do want to show you guys the interior of this box. I don't know if that'll show on camera, but it's essentially a spoiler of every single robot in this game. And it came with a comic book, I think. Yeah, there's like a whole... Oh, I don't want to rip it. It wanted to rip there. So you have the PS5 ship right there. It's like one of those cross sections. And then on the back you've got, I don't know, like a 10-panel comic of Astro Bot. And it also came with some DLC. Like it came with like a Parappa the Rapper robot and some icons. So it's kind of cool that Asobi actually gave a shit and gave you something with the physical game. You often don't see that anymore. Okay, so we're in the journey level right now, and we're following one of these foxes here. I guess we just have to go to the exclamation mark. So Astro Bot is like a 3D platformer. What's unique about Astro Bot is he has jet boots where he can kind of like Super Mario Sunshine his way with the FLUDD and hover for a bit. The main reason why people enjoy these games is because it reminds them of better times when Sony actually gave a shit about their IP. So it's certainly a member berries first and foremost kind of game. Remember when is the lowest form of conversation. Jacko the Lantern. Jacko the Lantern makes a really interesting point. Holy shit, hold on a second. I'll read chat here in a second. That's a really good point. I think I talked about that on Twitter earlier. Your controller is also a hoverboard. So, if you'll notice, Astro Bot's ship there is a PlayStation 5 without the fins. I gotta figure out how to turn down the speaker on this controller. It's like blowing my eardrums out. I'll see if I can fix that here in the settings. But Jacko the Lantern says, I find it hilarious that the CEO of Sony complains that Sony doesn't have enough original IPs, right as they publish a game that's all about celebrating Sony's franchises. Exactly. I can probably think of like 30 or 40 franchises just off the top of my head that haven't gotten an entry in over 10 years. They've got plenty of IP. They just don't do anything with them, or they fire all the talent, or all the talent jumps ship to make their own studios, like what's going on with Kiichiro Toyama, the creator of Gravity Rush and Silent Hill, went to make Boca Game Studios, who's making the new Slitterhead game, which is another thing I'm going to cover. Also in the background, chat, do you see what's in the background? It's my own little spaceship here. I made it. I made a spaceship for the cool stream. Can anyone recognize what that is? All right, so Sky Garden. You'll see how this works here. All those little icons are robots, so I gotta find those robots in the garden, and then some puzzle pieces, kind of like your Mario platformer kind of game. Oh, it's 6-axis control. Neat. I've got to turn down this controller speaker. It is so obnoxiously loud. Let's see if I can figure that out. Oh my god. Controller speaker was just maxed out. Okay, I can deal with like 25%. Holy shit. Okay, that's better. Okay, so here we are, the Sky Garden. I've played and beaten every Astro Bot game. Of course, the first one everyone's played is on the PS4. I think it's Astro's Playroom. And then there was Astro Bot Rescue Mission on the PlayStation VR, which is still a VR exclusive for the PS4. I don't think they ported it over to PSVR 2. And that's a damn shame. That was, like, honestly, a 10 out of 10 platformer. I liked it better than I liked Mario Odyssey. I was just so smitten with it. And after I played that, I vowed I would play every Astro Bot from here until eternity. So here we are at the cool stream. I've actually been looking forward to this game for a very long time. I mean, out of all the PlayStation exclusives, I mean, besides Silent Hill 2, I'm not sure anything is more PlayStation than Astro Bot at this moment. It's hard to, like, pin down what a good mascot of Sony should be. For a long period in time, people used to conflate Crash Bandicoot as a Sony mascot. And he's not technically a Sony mascot, okay? I believe he doesn't belong to Sony. I think it may be Activision, I think, owns Crash Bandicoot. But, he's not officially, but everyone associates Crash with the PlayStation because that's how they marketed the original PlayStation 1. They had all these, I call them like mean Crash videos where a sarcastic Crash Bandicoot would go in places with a megaphone and just talk shit on everyone. Those were the days. It's pretty easy to rescue these bots. So far, no challenge, but that's all right. Aesthetically, this game is wonderful. I'm only playing in 1080p on the stream here. Hopefully, it is coming out at 60 frames. If it's not, let me know. I'll try and adjust the stream settings, but this is a solid 60 frames kind of game. And they're the perfect pack-in title. I mean, if you want to know every single gimmick of your system, just like WarioWare, Astro Bot's the one. If you want to know all the hidden features and what have you, Astro Bot will train you on those. But it is gorgeous. And I think it was only $50, which is... it shows you they either have a lot of faith or little faith in this game. But Concord set such a low bar this week that it just, like, only elevates Astro Bot in the eyes of many. What a disaster. Kerbals, do you have live chat turned on, or is this top chat? Oh, I think it's top chat. Let me turn on live chat. Thank you. Thank you, Kerbals, for pointing that out. YouTube automatically sets top chat, so oftentimes I forget to reset it. So thanks for that. Boner Man says, Sony devs at California want to spend money and time proving a dead McDonald's chugging movie critic from Chicago was wrong. Are we talking about Movie Bob? What are they doing to Movie Bob? I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with what you're laying down there. It's pretty easy to prove him wrong, so it's not exactly a challenge of any kind. Alright, so we got a first puzzle piece. I'm just kind of, scanning the area here, making sure I'm not leaving any bot behind. I believe you can play as other bots this time around. I've had a couple of things spoiled for me, so I will not be spoiling anything outside of, what's on the stream, but I've seen some things. And as much as I should be upset for all the spoilers, they just made me more excited, so... Hey, we got, Ratchet. We got that Ratchet bot. Ratchet has taken on a new terminology. We got that Ratchet bot. So we're gonna do our this once again is like a Super Mario Sunshine kind of spin move here. God, this is gorgeous. Everything about this game is just pops out. It's high contrast. It's wonderful. Like it makes me feel like a kid again. It's back when games were good. And my childhood, it's like my childhood, but not shitty again. Guys, I gotta call it for what it is, though. Like, Astro Bot is... It really does stand on its own, I feel, gameplay-wise. There's enough, like, interesting gimmicks in there. It's gorgeous. The soundtrack is great. So, I mean, like, even without all the nostalgia bait, it's a game that I would certainly seek out. There are a few just, like, pure platformers that elicit, like, I don't know, such new ideas, like fresh ideas. Even though it does build off a lot of existing concepts, like I pointed out, Super Mario Sunshine. Like, there's certainly, if you grew up during that like GameCube, PS2 wars kind of thing, this is probably for you. So if you're like late Zoomer / millennial kind of gamer, then you would definitely dig this kind of game. Or if you got kids and you're looking for like something to catch their attention, you can't do any better than this. So it looks like I found like an underground aquarium here, and it looks like that's another bot. Isn't that character from the new Ratchet and Clank? Whatever that furry is, I'm not really sure what their name is, but it looks like another Ratchet and Clank character. Do you guys know who this character is? What's their name? I didn't play the new Ratchet and Clank. Rumple Foreskin says the game is doing really well. Astro Chad, stay winning. I was completely on board with Astro Bot when I got a PS4. I've been a big Astro fan. I guess it's been 10 years since the first game, so it gets a game every couple of years. It's not too bad. This is, of course, the remnants of Japan Studio, Team Asobi, whoever's left. And I really don't know who is left from Japan Studio, because I know, like, Kichiro Toyama and I think it was Acquire, the guys who made Badman, are gone. I'd like to say everyone like on Twitter's just like, what are you talking about? Why are you complaining about Japan Studio being gone? They're just Asobi now. I was like, no, a lot of the founding members of Japan Studio are gone. The creator of Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, he's got a new studio called, I think, Beauty and the Beast or something. So yeah, like a lot of the talent, while there are talented people at Asobi, some of the OG members are gone. So hopefully it's like a situation where they fostered the new talent, the new blood, and this certainly feels more like a Splatoon kind of new blood experience, like where the old guard stepped down and all the young buck talent who grew up with these older games from 30 years ago and are honoring them in many great ways. But I mean, like, just taking a look around, I've only barely scratched the surface of this level, and there's already so much detail and depth and like odd little robots and characters and stuff. Just all this detail in a small little area. Like, what's gonna happen when I jump off this diving board? Oh, look, there's a bunch of coins. I can hop on this turtle and surf on the turtle. I'm sure there's another secret associated with that turtle, but just like fun little things to mess around with. I mean, this is why like people still talk about stuff like Super Mario 64 decades later, because they're still discovering like little unique mechanics and stuff. Like, I'm just gonna chill with this penguin, take a nap. Doesn't need to exist. It's like Swery's philosophy, you know, the unnecessary is necessary. How you fill in your world, like how much detail you provide it, truly does make it more of a remarkable experience on the player. I like games with simple concepts, so of course I was drawn to this series for that. I mean, it's like the game doesn't like really bog you down with story. It's just like visuals, gimmick, gameplay. This is going to be great. A lot of zippers in this level. Oh! Oh! What do we have here? Oh. Okay, so once again, this is kind of like Mario. I don't know which Mario it was. Was it the Mario Wonder that had a balloon power? But there's been balloon powers in Mario before. There was something over this way, though. I saw like a shadow. Yep, there's a flamingo. All right, I'm going to try and get that puzzle piece. So the initial one brings you up to your max height, and every time you hit the button, it releases like a quarter of your air. That's cool. Stellar Blade level and Astro Bot win. Maybe in the DLC. What is it? Mark Kearns. Mark Kearns has got to collect more money before they put in the Stellar Blade level. He's got a lot of debt to pay off for the gamers. TM. Clap Hands are still making their golf games, but for Switch and MetaQuest. Did they make the Hot Shot series or Everybody Golf? I didn't know it was called Everybody Golf until like the PS4. It's always been Hot Shots to me. Okay, just double checking before I go in here. Oh, you can use it underwater too. Neat. Okay, we need to go down because I just saw a puzzle piece on a manta ray. Oh, it's a boy right there. Rest in peace, Steve. All right. I know there's got to be another one down here. Who's that? It's just, is that from a game? Looks like it's just a bot waving a flag. I'm not sure. Mario 64 DS had a balloon power, that's right. Mario 64 DS is perhaps the strangest port. It's not necessarily a remake. It is kind of a port with like weird additional characters. Like Wario's in it for some reason. That was like my first DS game. I think I was still working at GameStop when that game came out. And for some reason, I played all the weird mini-games more than the main game. Yeah, I beat the main game, but I really enjoyed like the weird poker that Luigi... Luigi was like some card dealer. And there was like Where's Waldo game on that. Okay, we got all the bots. We got some of the cameo bots, mostly Ratchet and Clank stuff. And I guess we're at the end of the level. So far, so good. I'm really enjoying it. I had no doubt in my mind that I would enjoy this game, though. It's been getting glowing praises from Jeff Keighley, the #1 gamer. Oh, great. What is that, the floss? They're flossing? Now, what do I do here? Oh, I have to hit both triggers. Okay, I missed it. Oh yeah, Mario Galaxy 2 had an inflatable Yoshi. No comment there. If Dobson's in the chat, Dobson, Dobson's favorite game was Mario Galaxy 2 for that inflatable Yoshi. This seems to be a dessert-themed level, so let's check it out. Creamy Canyon.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
There we go. We're at Creamy Canyon right now. I wonder if all this sand stays gone. You can just dig through the sand. At least I think that's sand. That's really neat. Are they bonbons? Oh, okay, so you can flip the ladybug and use it as a platform. That's neat. Astro Dogs. Oh, who's that? Is that Snake? It's Snake! We gotta get him down. Nice. Let's take a closer look. He's like hiding in the sprinkles. Tactical sprinkles espionage here. They paid David Hayter like $10 for this. He just received one $10 residual for this. And then Kiefer got a $100 residual for some reason. Astro Fat Princess. Yeah, this does seem like it would be a Fat Princess theme level. I'm glad somebody brought up Fat Princess. In my next video, that will be relevant. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet. If you're part of my Discord, you kind of have an idea of what I'm doing next. But Fat Princess will become relevant in the near future, we'll say. Best Snake cameo since Boktai. There's a reference. All right. Can we get back here? I'm a little ice cream. Do I get anything for this, or is it just, you know, for the meme? Okay. Cute. I have a feeling I have to, like, do I have to get the ladybug in there? Or do I have to get one of these balls? Okay. It just disappeared. Let's just make sure before I press forward that this isn't some sort of esoteric secret. Well, I just lost another one. That's okay. Let's get in there. Oh, I did have to get the ladybug in there. Cool. Oh my god, it's Psycho Mantis. Do you see him? Is he going to read my inputs? Is he going to read my memory card? Was that like a one-time only kind of deal? Oh no, Psycho's over there. Good. I don't want to miss Psycho Mantis. I knew this is what it would boil down to. This stream was just going to be like, remember the thing? Did you see it? From that game? So far, it's great, though. I would say it still holds its own, even without the Psycho Mantis robot. It certainly helps, but... I mean, it doesn't detract any. Okay. Now we gotta wait. We got him! He just waves. That's all he does. Cute. Where's Astro's Haze guy? I'm sure Haze has got to have some sort of reference. That's another IP I completely forgot about. I think when I redid my PS3 video, I was going to talk about Haze, but it's just so utterly unremarkable. It's got this whole nu metal vibe about it that, and it's kind of ugly, and Doesn't, like, the engine really can barely run on the PS3, so maybe it runs better on the emulator. All the sprinkles. Oh, okay. We got to grab the piggy by its tail. Oh, once again, Mario 64 there with the Bowser twirl. That's kind of cool. I think you can only hold on to it for just a little bit. But maybe that ladybug will help me get up there. Or maybe I have to lure the pig up here. Okay, let's lure the pig up here. Days Gone is not that bad, Det Para. I warmed up to it after they fixed the game, but it launched in a pretty sorry state. There was a Days Gone cameo in Astro Bot Rescue Mission. I think there was a little robot riding a motorcycle running from some zombies. Okay, I think I can't get the pig to come up here, so I think I just got to get this ladybug going. Oh no! I feel like I missed something, but nope, it's just kind of ice skating down there. I guess everything's fine. I'm sure there's going to be a Cole McGrath. I believe there was a Cole McGrath Astro in Rescue Mission. Talk about your forgotten franchises. I enjoyed Infamous Second Son and the first two Infamous games. I didn't play First Light all that much, but that's a solid series. I guess I've just got to hit all these ladybugs and smash all these icicles here. Pretty cool. I don't think they can hurt me. Sure. Oh, hurt me more. It's Gray Fox. Oh, that's so cool. He's got the... I loved Gray Fox growing up with the... he has that like blue, orange chrome kind of look to him. One of my first wallpapers on my first ever computer was Gray Fox and Sephiroth back to back. If I can find that wallpaper, I'll post it up on Twitter there. But I was a little obsessed with Metal Gear at the time, just to say the least. Did I play Bakaru already? No, I haven't. I'm not a huge fan of the Mystical Ninja series, if I'm being honest. It looks cool enough, but it's not like, you know, a day one kind of thing with me. I might play Bakaru later. I kind of have a really big thing I'm working on for the channel at the moment. We'll just say it's a big system-like video. And my system videos are very time-intensive, footage capturing-wise, editing-wise, writing-wise. But I'm hoping to get it out before Silent Hill 2 is my goal. Because once Silent Hill 2 hits, my full attention will be on that. So I'm hoping to get out the new video. We'll say by the end of the month is what I'm hoping for, at least before Silent Hill 2. So that's my goal. It's a much, much requested video, and that's all I'll say for now. Some people already know. I've spilled the beans elsewhere. Who do we got? We're missing a bot. I kind of want to go back and get it. Let's see if I can go back. Where would it be? Why is Gray Fox twerking though? Well, if you, you know, read his backstory, you would know. He's just happy to have legs again, that's why. Rumple Foreskin says, Sony should launch their own take on Amiibo. Using Astro Bots, money on the table. Nah, let's not give them any ideas. Let's not give them any ideas, because they would totally do that. They did have a line of PlayStation action figures. I know there was like a 2D Parappa one that I think I bought for David. So they did do something similar to that, but I honestly think Amiibos belong in the past. Nintendo really never capitalized on the potential of Amiibos. Like, my idea was like, let's have a Nintendo Land kind of game, and if you want new characters, you could put your Amiibos in, kind of like Skylanders, if you will. And they never quite did something like that. Amiibos were just kind of like, oh, you're playing Zelda, here's some more rupees, or here's a bomb, or, you know, something like that. It was never anything that would just be a game changer or enhance the game in any meaningful way. But like Sony, anytime they steal a Nintendo idea, they give it about a year and they completely abandon it. So I wouldn't hold out any hope there. Well, I guess we're just going to leave a bot behind, because I'm not sure where they would be. That's okay. We'll get him next time. All right, champ. There we go. Waiting for a Colonel Radek Astrobot. Isn't that from Ratchet and Clank? I'm sure there will be some other Clank kind of thing, because I already got Ratchet and whoever that fox lady was. Maybe one of the bots is inside this ice cream. Whoa! Ambushed. Astrobot's jet boots are very OP. If you've ever played Super Mario Sunshine, the flood rules basically apply here. Is there something else I'm supposed to do with this pig? Okay, got it, got it. It's a giant ladybug. That's just a generic Astrobot there. Looks like I'll be completing this level after missing 2 of them, which makes me sad. Alright, let's see if I can get it this time. Got the bonus. Oh, Radek is from Killzone 2. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure Killzone will make a representation. I'm not the hugest Killzone fan. I played through, I think, the second one. And then I played through one of them on the Vita. They're decent. Just not my kind of game. I'm not a huge first-person shooter. Oh. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, okay. Look at the prompt there. It looks like you're supposed to hit L1 and... What? Guys, I'm gonna have a DSP moment here. What are they telling me to do? Am I just supposed to rub his hands like back and forth? Okay. Hand. I see the handprints. Okay, that's clearly not it. So you have to run. Oh, you have to. Okay, okay. You have to feel where the vibration is. Neat, neat, neat. Yeah, you didn't have to use L2 or R2. It was just look for the vibration puzzle. Did you guys see that June the King documentary on DSP? All like 3.5 hours of it. I personally, DSP has like never offended me. I just I've never understood why he gets so much hate. I mean, yeah, he's done some shitty things here and there, and he's not the best gamer in the world. But usually I just kind of like ignore the things. You know, I don't typically like try and fuck up his whole life. And I thought I guess I have a background in like, you know, watching professional wrestling from like back in the day. And I feel there's a certain kind of guy out there in the world where wrestling is real to them. And everyone has like an archetype that they fall into. And I always felt like DSP was just always playing the heel, you know? I felt that was just kind of his gimmick. Like, I've actually, you know, I've watched a few, like, DSP Let's Plays or whatever from back in the day. Like, if you guys have watched my D4, my Dark Dreams Don't Die video, I used DSP as a reference for that video just to kind of get context for what gamers were thinking back when D4 launched. And I feel like DSP is a good barometer for the general gaming public's thoughts on something. Like if you wanted to know, like, you know, what people were thinking about a certain game, just go back and watch a DSP video from back in that time when he filmed it. And he'll give you the scoop. I think it's because DSP is like one of those guys that he describes every thought passing in his head, no matter what, to his own detriment. You know, he's an expert monologuer. He's just like, okay, so I was feeling this way, and the game sucked, and I was hitting the buttons, and then I lost, and I just want to take the game back. What are you guys thinking in chat? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And like that's a general DSP-ism. Like, it's like he will explain everything in gross detail, the who, what, when, where, why. He doesn't summarize anything. He turns 30 seconds into 20 minutes explanation, and look who we have here. We got a whole bunch of Wumpa fruit, and we got the Crash. We got the guy! It's the guy from the thing!
Oh my god!
Not to be confused with a naughty dog. Well, we got the spinning marsupial himself. We got Crash. It's the guy. So, yeah, I watched this June the King documentary on DSP, and I feel June missed like a lot of really funny things that DSP did. And some fucked up things here and there too. Like the whole Panda Lee saga was kind of glossed over. But I don't know. I would say it was a decent documentary, and it's certainly worth your time But I feel like a lot of those documentaries are just kind of like a primer for those like outside of the lore, if you will. Like if you haven't been following him for years. Like I've been kind of following him. Like just, you know, I'll hear about something funny he did like every once in a while, and that's about it. Like I get the cliff notes like, okay, he jacked off on stream. Cool. You know, I laugh about it. But there's some things like people get like genuinely upset at DSP for that I just don't understand. Like he committed like insane tax fraud or something. Like he wrote off like everything in his life as a tax write-off, you know, as a business expense, and he just got away with it. He completely cheated the government, and people were mad at him for that, and I'm like, that's funny. No, that's good. More people should. I don't know. I'm not going to endorse that, but I'm saying, like, it was hilarious when I found out. Like, I thought when I heard about it, like, oh, he's getting audited and all that, I thought, like, okay, they've certainly got him because there's no way he's keeping accurate records and he's blowing all his money. Like, nope, he blew all his money and he got away with it. Like, well, good for him. That's all I thought. But I'm kind of in the camp that everyone, like, DSP's A-logs are often like more cringe than him, you know? There's really nothing that he's done lately, I feel, that would warrant any sort of like attention or detractors. I don't know, like, he seems like he's living kind of like a normal life. He's like married, got his own place, he streams. He kind of stays in his lane nowadays. And I feel like there are like far more like horror cows, if you will, like far more egregious lolcows out there that do like actual crimes than DSP, I guess. Like DSP's biggest crimes have been he sucks at games and he scams fans' donos every once in a while, but like, you know, I'm not victim blaming or whatever, but if you donate to DSP, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, okay? But I'm sure he has fans. I'm sure there are people out there who genuinely think he's funny and all that stuff. He seems like he's rolling with the punches nowadays more than he used to. Like, he used to have some pretty hilarious meltdowns, so I kind of get the appeal of like wanting to fuck with him back then, but seems like he's kind of chilled or mellowed out with age nowadays. But this is just my like cursory glance at the situation. Like, you know, I haven't been deep into the DSP lore in some time. Like, as I said, I only get kind of like the Cliff Notes version of what's going on with him, but he's never been a guy that's like really pissed me off, or, you know, I thought he was like worthy of, you know, cancellation or what have you. But that's just me. He seems like he's doing all right. I've seen him like appearing on a lot more podcasts. Somebody emailed me the other day. Asking about a podcast that I tried to set up with DSP. A friend of mine on YouTube had a channel like where he was doing like you know, what's going on right now. You know how there's like those retrospectives, like internet celebrity retrospectives and stuff like that? Those are all the rage nowadays. But I had a buddy of mine who was kind of like doing that before it became a thing. And me and him tried to get in touch with DSP. And this is like almost 10 years ago, I think. Me and him tried to like get in touch with DSP. And DSP would not take any interviews for any less than like $300 for like 30 minutes of his time, something like that. And my buddy was just like, I don't want to pay DSP any money. I just wanted to interview him for like 30 minutes. And then like DSP was just like, nah, not unless you're paying me. And that's all that happened. And I wasn't mad at DSP. I was a little disappointed because, yeah, it would be cool to interview DSP and, you know, pick his brain about certain things. But I think it was like during a peak time in his life where people were just completely fucking with him all the time. So I get it. I get why like DSP didn't do interviews for a long time, because he's got some of the most vicious people after him all the time. All the time. So, I mean, like, even associating with him is kind of a risk. So, Low Tier God is more interesting and entertaining. I don't know much about Low Tier God, but I am a fan of one of the videos he made. Low Tier God has this video where he calls out Boogie. He's like, this is going to be a fucking video. You salad dodging, big lips having, like, he completely just trashes on Boogie, and it's a really classic video he made. I like that, but I haven't seen much Low Tier God. I honestly, I'm like vaguely aware of what goes on in the fighting game community, and it seems like the fighting game community has like the oldest lolcows, or the oldest, like, you know, shit stirs and stuff like that out of any community. Like the fighting game community has like lore that runs super deep. We're talking about like pre-YouTube era shit. And that's what I think I appreciated most about June's documentary on DSP, is I found like the stuff about SRK and Evo and stuff like that. I don't know much about that besides I have a friend who's involved in SRK. And back in the day, we're talking like 2004 and stuff like that, my only window into the fighting game community was through my friend. He was my manager up at GameStop, and he was a part of SRK, and he runs like one of the local chapters. So I went to a couple of fighting game events with him, and I even participated in one. Back when Street Fighter 4 came out, I entered a competition with a few of my buddies for Street Fighter 4, and I was playing like as E Honda and stuff. And I think I made it up to semifinals in my region, but then I got beat by a Ken player. But yeah, I got a buddy of mine who goes to all that, so I'm sure he's like well aware of DSP and probably even met DSP. I almost met DSP because I didn't meet him because my buddy David, he invited me to the Screw Attack Gaming Convention back in 2013. And that's the only one DSP, like that's one of the only conventions that DSP ever did. Oh, it's Abe! Look, it's the thing!
Oh my god!
It's the thing, it's Abe. We got Abe. Mudukan Liberator. Don't pull his finger. Nice. We got Abe. That's kind of cool. I almost met DSP because my buddy David went to the Screw Attack Gaming Convention in like 2013. I don't think he went to DSP's panel, but I've seen that panel. It showed up in June the King's thing. But I did go like in 2014 and 2015, and I did meet like Stuttering Craig, AVGN, JonTron, Pro Jared, all that. All the E-celebs, all the pertinent E-celebs from back in those days. And all with their own scandals and stuff now. I guess if you're on the internet long enough, you eventually barrel into some scandal in some form or another. But I honestly would like to meet DSP. I would have a lot of questions for him for sure. But I don't know if he'd come on my channel. He probably wouldn't see any value in it. He's got to see those dollar signs, I feel. Which is entirely okay. It's a valid reason. But yeah, I was really interested in like the old fighting game lore and stuff like that. And I'm always fascinated with like if you've ever seen, there's a documentary on the Super Smash Brothers community. It's called, I think it's just called the Smash Brothers. I watched that and I enjoyed that quite a bit. Even though I'm not like in that scene, I still find the community aspect to be cool. We got another Oddworld character. Oddworld bot. Yeah, holy shit, Oddworld. Oddworld was a prominent PlayStation 1 game. If I think back to the old era, I would say Oddworld's up there. It's also, I also associate Oddworld with the original Xbox because I think it was Munch's Odyssey was a launch game. It's got a little bit of history with PlayStation and Microsoft. We got all the bots. We did it. Oh, that thing, that spiky guy's on there. Can he kill us? Okay, he can't kill us. We did it. Yeah, so far, Astro Bot's great. It plays just like Rescue Mission, except Rescue Mission allows you to like pan that camera out, that 3D space. Let's see. Have you seen the channel Last Terminal Network, Hikiko? There's been some funny DSP summaries, like when he was a kid, he wanted a toy and didn't get it for Christmas. No. I honestly don't seek out a lot of the drama channel stuff. It just kind of finds its way to me. I don't know. I know some people, like because I am, I guess, a YouTuber in a small little niche. I know some of these people by proxy, like by, you know, friend of a friend or somebody who knows a guy or somebody I've interacted with in the past. I've been around on YouTube, like, you know, as a watcher for a long time, and you know, coming up on 10 years here just as a content producer. So you run into a lot of different kind of oddballs. I feel I'm an oddball for sure. You rescued your first bots, many more scattered across the universe, so search every planet and try and rescue them all. Are they going to start rebuilding my ship? Oh, we got half of the puzzle complete. And so this is like our hub world, I guess. And they're just going to go and do their own thing. Oh, look, it's like one of those VMUs for the PlayStation. And here's the collection of bots. So there's 169. I guess these are cameo bots, and then there's like regular bots on top of that. I know they said that there's like over 300 bots, so I'm sure there's some post-game stuff here. Huh. Yeah, the monolith in Space Odyssey was just a black PS5. Oh, in 2001, yeah. Oh, my PS5, okay. I want to pick up my PS5 and show it to the camera, but I don't want to break my PS5, but I need to show you guys this, okay? Can I show you guys this? 1 in chat if you want to see my PS5. 2 in chat if you want me to continue on. 1 in chat if you want to see my PS5.
Okay, throw me some numbers.
There's something special about my PS5, and I don't think I've shown it on the channel just yet. Throw me some numbers.
Okay, throw me some numbers.
I need to see them numbers. Load me up with the numbers. 1 in chat if you want to see my PS5. 2 in chat if we should move on. We got ones. Ones. I'm seeing a wall of ones. Come on. Throw it in there. Okay, we're getting... Ones have it. Ones have it. Okay, we're gonna go into full cam mode. Alright. This is as far as I can lift it. Hold on. We're gonna get the camera over here. We're gonna bring the camera over here. And it goes right there. Ah, there she is. Do you see? This is my PS5/PS2. Oh my god. That thing's a heavy bitch, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, and look in the back. To commemorate PlayStation heritage right here. So my my PS5, I bought the black fins for it from the PlayStation store, and then I bought a PS5, PS2 looking decal from some Australian website, some shady Australian website. So I've customized my PS5 to look like a PS2. That was it. That's all I wanted to show you. Hope it was worth your time. MD Chaos. Yeah, you like it? That was the PlayStation equivalent of a Rickroll. Okay. Looks like when you unlock new bots, they can perform different tasks on your little hub world here. So that's kind of cool. There's a lot going on. Let's go visit Crash. Whoa! Is this like Pikmin? I can just get him to follow me? Oh, that's neat. I got my little crew. And I got Crash too. And there's Snake and Psycho Mantis. Okay. So there's like Pikmin-like tasks. This is perfect. I'm so happy they chose to rip off Nintendo in all the best ways. This one's a little stuck here. Alright, there's another task I see. Oh, we need 10 of them. Are they going to actually do something, though? Oh, you gotta help them out. Okay. Oh, that's really neat. I love this. You guys know how much I love Pikmin. So to see something like this in Astro Bot is blowing my mind. Okay, so you have to help them out to get the puzzle piece. All right, that makes sense. Dylan Lawrence says, I just spent 3+ hours driving all around town trying to get a copy of Astro Bot. It's completely sold out, so I gave up. I'm not buying it. I wanted to support the devs, but they're doing fine. Dylan, that's actually good news. I'm sorry that shit happened to you, but that warms my heart to hear that the game is finding an audience. It's everyone who got their refunds from Concord. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on. They got all those refunds from Concord burning a hole in their pocket, so now they're going to go and buy Astro Bot or something like that. I ordered mine from Amazon. I typically don't like doing business with Amazon, but unfortunately my options are very limited where I live. A lot of my local game stores closed down during the pandemic. The saddest part is this one game store that I've been going to since I was a kid. During the pandemic, the owner went through a nasty divorce, like a really nasty divorce, and his wife took his entire store and sold it in like a few months and probably got like no money for it. And it caused him so much stress that he died from a heart attack. Like the guy who got me my copy of Earthbound, like this shit tears me up. But the guy who like introduced me to a lot of games, who gave me a deal on Grandia. Like I was a poor white trash kid. This dude gave me Grandia for $20 instead of like the $50 he was charging for it. And yeah, his wife divorced him. Basically sold his entire business, caused him so much stress he died of a heart attack before he could get it back. And so yeah, that's unfortunately why I don't really have any local game stores anymore to support unless I do business with GameStop, and y'all know I don't like GameStop, so it's the devil you know. And I've been going with Amazon, and to Amazon's credit, they got the game here on launch day. a little bit earlier than I anticipated. The cool stream was supposed to be at 5 p.m. my time, but it got here at 4, little bit before 4. I think about 3:30. I installed it, and then we started the cool stream early. So shout out to Amazon there and Bezos and all the slave labor. Get back to the line. Your bathroom break went over a minute. Like, I honestly don't like Amazon either, but as I said, I'm very limited in my options otherwise. We got 2 more puzzle pieces to get, and then I guess we unlock the gachapon element to this, so that's cool. I think these are like different rooms, so like this hub world's going to be fleshed out the more bots we get, so that's amazing. I can't wait to... I know, like, some people have 100%ed this game in, like, 10 hours or so. But I'm probably going to take more time than that, because I like to look at the stupid little details and stuff like that. Friendly reminder before we go to the next world. Leave it. Leave that like. Thank you so much for joining us on this Astro Bot Launch Party. It's the thing from that thing cool stream. It's amazing so far. It's everything I thought it would be and then some. I had pretty high expectations for sure, but there's going to be so much content here to enjoy and good nostalgia memories, that sort of thing. And I'm glad I could share that with everyone today. If you would, don't take my word for it. You can go out there and get yourself a copy, maybe. Maybe Walmart might have it, maybe Target. I'm surprised that they're, like, I'm getting reports that they've been sold out from Dylan over here. If anything, I would recommend, if you haven't played it yet, there is an Astro... Oh, what is this? Is this a shooting star? Oh, you can blow up shooting stars? It's an extra level? Holy shit, that's cool. I did not mean to do that. I'd recommend if you have a PlayStation 4 and you have a PSVR, Astro Bot Rescue Mission is the best game for that freaking VR headset. It's the only reason I keep around my PSVR is for Rescue Mission. And I guess that Final Fantasy fishing game, but there's really not much to play on Sony's VR devices. Like, I think they've all but forgotten about PSVR 2. Unless there's some killer app for it, it escapes me, but from what I remember, there is an adapter now for the PSVR 2 that you can play on PC, and people have modified it in such a way where you can play Half-Life Alyx. So, if you have a PC, the PSVR might be a good deal for you. I will get the PSVR 2 on sale if and when it ever goes on sale. But I haven't heard... I think there's like a Horizon game for it. But I've never been a fan of that series. The controls are very tight here. I don't feel like it's a monkey ball situation. Like, I feel like I have complete control over this, so that's wonderful. Who's that? Is that Toro? I think that's Toro. And I just died rescuing Toro here. I think I was supposed to kick the ball into that, but we got Toro. We got Toro. I reviewed one of Toro's games up on my PS3 video. So if you haven't watched my PS3 video from this year, because I updated it, I reviewed one of Toro's games, and PlayStation Battle Royale, All-Stars Battle Royale. That's up there. That was a cool little detour. What do we got here? Construction Derby. Is this going to be some, like, Twisted Metal theme thing? No. Do a barrel roll. Oh. Not good. Get that. Okay. Very nice. There was a level like this in Rescue Mission. I wonder how many assets are just recycled from Rescue Mission. I can't imagine they sold a whole hell of a lot of that game. You know, you got to think about how install bases work for accessories. Like a PSVR, I think it cost me about $300, and I bought it, I don't know, 4 months after launch. Maybe it's like $200. Yeah, this boss was from Rescue Mission. This is like a Rescue Mission level, but I can't imagine like too many people at a PSVR also bought games for it, so I think they're just kind of repurposing some of the good ideas and characters and stuff from that game, which is fine. Oh, there's something over there. Up, up. There we go. Can I get up on this crane? Hell yeah. The controls are so good. Like, I never feel like I'm going to fall off. Like, he comes to a dead stop right there before you trip off the edge. And that makes it an amazing platformer for me. Because I always fall off of shit. I wonder if Sonic's in this one. I'm going to be talking about a Sonic the Hedgehog game this month. I don't know if it's my first Sonic game I've talked about, but there is going to be a Sonic game I talk about this month. It's not one you would expect. Okay. Is there anything up there? Nope. All right, moving on. Ooh, we're in some concrete. The DualSense 5 here, or the, what do they call it? The DualSense? Where you can feel all the different haptic feedback and vibration. Like, it really does feel like I'm walking around in some mud here. What is this? Oh, I see. I see. Can I take it back there? Oops. We got a little Squid Game moment. Okay, so the magnet doesn't go that far back. Good to know. Dylan says, I feel like the demographic for PSVR 1 are the same type of people who bought a Wii and never took out Wii Sports. Hey now. That's not fair. I probably played my PSVR more than the average person. And I reviewed a couple of PSVR games for the channel. But the thing is, when you... I think I reviewed about 3 of them. Whenever you review VR games, some people are motion sick, so they'll want to click out of the video. And that's understandable. But reviewing VR content, unless like that's your absolute specialty, I would advise against it. Unless you're a channel that's what you do, and you're the one-stop shop for VR content, I would avoid it. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was another one, and I gotta be honest with you, I did not like the VR on that. I don't think it's the killer app people made it out to be. Oh, we got a dog? What does the dog do? Oh, it gives you a super dash. Dude, that is crazy. It punches a hole in the exact point of impact and creates like the spider webbing effect. That is so crazy. That's cool. Like right there. Just blew out his face. That is so cool. It's little things like that that it impresses me here. All right. We got the mural of the stage boss. Looks like we've got a little rave going on. They're all huffing paint. You guys ever been to a paint party before? God damn. They sure had a hell of a time. There's at least 200 cans here. Whoa, 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 okay. Yeah, they give you a Wario dash with the dog there. Hey, Cap and Dev, thanks so much for being a member. We got a member! Welcome to Gimme Them Badges. If you guys don't know, I have like $1 membership. I think it's like about $1. And you can get all the cool custom emotes designed by yours truly. You get a badge next to your name, and most importantly, 60 cents out of every dollar goes to supporting HM. It's a nice way to help. And we do have a big video coming out at the end of the month, or at least before Silent Hill 2. And it's going to be worth your while. Everyone loves the system videos. It's going to be a system kind of video. So everything that I get each month goes back into the channel. It goes into sourcing hardware, sourcing software, also my time. My time editing, my time, taken away from other things going on in life to make these videos happen, and it's all appreciated. So thanks so much. Everyone, not just Cap and Dev, but everyone who's a member or super chatted or on the Patreon. I really feel like I should put my Bitcoin wallet up there. I don't know that anyone would give me Bitcoin, or maybe they'd give me an altcoin of some kind, but maybe it's worth doing. Couldn't hurt. Rumple Foreskin says, your latest Resident Evil video was great. You should do more movie reviews. Thanks so much, Rumple. I like doing it. It was a nice change of pace. And I felt doing a movie review of a video game movie and talking a bit about more the esoteric history behind it is a bit more interesting than just, your standard fare, first impressions kind of thing. I definitely love the first Resident Evil movie, as flawed as it is. And I wanted to share some of the weird history I knew about it. And it seems like everyone in the comments seemed to enjoy it. The algorithm didn't enjoy it, but everyone in the comments did. So, fuck the algorithm. Fuck the Oscars. We're going to do another movie review sometime. But I have a few videos on deck right now. Of course, I have the system video I just mentioned. Silent Hill, of course. So, maybe after those two, we'll see another movie review. I don't know if I'm going to do the other Resident Evil films yet. Or some people had mentioned the Silent Hill movie, which I would not be opposed to doing. It would be kind of pertinent. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There's I don't know, about 30 to 40 different video game-based movies, and there's more all the time. There's some that I've forgotten about. So we'll see where it goes, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Damn it. Hit the wrong button. Hey, what's up, Gardenback? MD Chaos says, I think your Resident Evil movie review is the best of that movie I've seen, and I've seen a lot of mediocre ones. Oh, well, thanks. I feel it could be better, but if you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. So I'm not. Who am I to argue? I just got to figure out how to rename it because I feel the title currently might not do it justice in the algorithm. So if I could figure out a new title for it, maybe redo the thumbnail, even though I think the thumbnail's pretty funny. Perhaps it'll find more people, but that's okay. The people who did watch it seem to enjoy it, so, you know, that's all that matters. YouTube's just, like, really weird about what it wants to push. Most of the time, the stuff that succeeds the most is, like, when something has an anniversary. Like, something has a 25-year anniversary or 20-year anniversary. Sometimes even a 10-year anniversary. You know, that does well for some reason. Do I need a magnet for this? What's the gimmick here? We'll go up here and figure it out. So far, we've gotten every bot. That's good. Okay. I have a feeling I have to drop all these boxes into here for something. Astro Bot be that way sometimes. I've reviewed... I want to say I've reviewed a couple of movies. I've reviewed an anime. I've reviewed Mission Hill for some reason. Sometimes I get these weird itches. Like, yeah, let's talk about something completely separate from my normal content. But I reviewed the Panzer Dragoon OVA back when I did the Hikikomori show. Now that's a throwback. But yeah, I did review a couple of animes way back when. You going to Portland Retro Gaming Expo this year, says Dylan. I have a buddy that lives over there, and he lives in, I think it's Bellevue, Washington. And he's gone before. Like, I've gone with him. Mirk, if he's in the chat. It's a possibility. I don't have any, like, immediate plans, but never say never. I haven't talked about him. I haven't talked about it with him, so, like, it would be kind of shitty if I said, hey, can I come over? Just fly over and go to that. Honestly, though, if I went to Portland Retro Gaming, I don't know if there's anyone I would want to see. I've already kind of met everyone the last couple of times I went to that convention that I wanted to see. I feel as if, like, the retro gaming community is kind of dead. Oh my god, look who it is. It's the guy.
Oh my god!
It's the guy. We gotta use the paint to get to him. It is kick, punch, it's all in the mind. Love-struck lyricist, a cool pooch with the power of self-belief. I gotta believe. You gotta do what? We got Parappa, everyone. Where's David? David! Your boy is here. We got Parappa. I think I also have the Parappa costume. MD Chaos, yeah, I did the Panzer Dragoon. If you look on my channel, type in Panzer Dragoon, I'm sure it'll come up. If I didn't delete it. I don't think I deleted it, but who knows. Sometimes I have an itchy finger on that delete button, and things just happen. But no, it should still be up. All these pigeons are shitting on me. Oh, now I understand. That's the power of the PS5 right here. Now we're truly gamers. Okay, that was a jet boot moment. Dylan, you live in Portland. Yeah, I've been to Portland a couple of times. I went to Voodoo Donuts, and there was like a shooting that happened. This was a while back. I think it was like back in 2016 or something. I went to Voodoo Donuts, the world famous Voodoo Donuts, and as I was waiting in line, there was like a shooting, and then like a homeless individual took a piss in the middle of the line, and then I think me and my crew were like, let's get out of town and go somewhere else. And then we did. Sorry, I don't mean to shit on your home, but that was the impression I had of Portland. And I'm no stranger to shootings, by the way. I live in Kansas City, and there be shootings here too. A lot. But usually my instinct is when there's a shooting, I leave. And that served me well so far. MD Chaos says, I live in Illinois and there's not any noteworthy gaming conventions that I'm aware of. Isn't there like a Midwest classic gaming expo or something? Kansas City is just starting to have kind of a convention scene when it comes to video games. And I've been to a couple of them. I ran into a subscriber the last time I was at one of those conventions. This is going to sound really egotistical, and I don't want it to sound egotistical. Okay, so don't get it twisted, but I went to a retro gaming convention in my state, and they had just a bunch, retro games, pinballs, arcades, and stuff like that. And they had YouTuber panels there. And I was really curious to know who the big draws were. I thought it would be like somebody like Norm the gaming historian, because out of all the YouTubers in Kansas City that I know of, Norm is probably the biggest. But he didn't show up to this shit. There was a bunch of and I exaggerate not, there was a bunch of guys with 20 to about 300 subscribers that were headlining the convention. So that should kind of give you an idea of how big this thing was. And they had websites, and they had agents and shit. It was wild. I'm like, these dudes have 200, literally 200. I know kids with thousands. I know kids with more than mine. And these dudes had 200. And they had panels. What would you ask them? How did you register for a YouTube account? What the fuck are you going to talk about? I was once in the same room with Metal Jesus? Fuck, man, it was sad. I did not tell anyone I was a YouTuber. That's the last thing I do. That's the last thing I do when I go to a convention. I don't let anyone know. And when somebody recognizes me, I say, "You got the wrong guy. That ain't me. Who is that idiot? I don't watch YouTube." That's what I say. Yeah, a bunch of people in this chat. I would say the most people in this chat are more qualified to host a panel than some of the dudes at this convention. It was fucked, man. I think one of the Game Chasers was there. I think his name's Billy, the shorter one with the ponytail. I think he was there, just selling stuff. I don't think he was running a panel, but he was selling some stuff, which is cool, I guess. We got something going back on at the Hub World. Metal Jesus back again to fuck up the used game market. Like I've done a Metal Jesus impersonation for my last gamer video. I don't know. I got nothing really against the guy. The used gaming market's fucked regardless. I don't think he's doing anything to help it. I don't think he's doing anything to hurt it. I think it's just fucked beyond belief. So I got nothing against the dude. I think he's funny, though. He's kind of an odd guy. Like, I don't believe for a second he actually plays games or gives two shits about games. So, but when I did the metal, when I do my Metal Jesus, you have to do a little bit of Tiny Tim. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Like, finding a hidden gem. Alright, so we've got Psycho Mantis on a Sony Trinitron. I think that says Asobi, but on a Trinitron, we got Snake and Psycho Mantis, and he's reading. He's causing the controller to vibrate. That's really cool. Dude, there's a video that I've always wanted to make. There's a Big Dudes idea I have. If you guys have watched my Big Dudes videos, like, I just like to talk about weird happenings in, like, this weird video game space, you know. Odd characters, odd ducks. Ah, nice! We got Crash and the Mask. Boogadaba! Crush him. Okay, that's that female Doggo didn't die female cop. There we go. There's Parappa. You got that funky flow. So there's this Big Dudes idea that I had. Following like one of my like weird obsessions. So like in I want to say like the mid 2010s, I was kind of obsessed with the retro gaming scene, which also includes like Metal Jesus and John Hancock and Briggs, what's his name? John Riggs and all that, like that whole MJR crew, right? And I was really interested in that. I would watch them. I'd watch like Johnny Millennium. I watched The Last Gamer. I watched Joel. So I was like really into them for a long time, and I found out they have haters, and they have some crazy haters. We're talking about like low rent, you know, millions of sock account haters, like bona fide YouTube haters. Metal Jesus and John Hancock and all that. They have people that hate them because they consider Metal Jesus and all that to be e-beggars. And I had this idea called the anti-e-beggar mafia. And I still kind of want to do this, but the anti-e-beggar mafia, like all their shit is so hard to find because they have like a million burner accounts. Like they make all these hater videos and exposed videos on like Metal Jesus and John Hancock and all that shit. And they made some good content, like literally funny content. There's this guy, he was recently in a June the King documentary. His name was Afro Gamer Dude. I think he was in the Review Tech USA one, but his name was Afro Gamer Dude, and he put out these crazy promos. Like, he would cut a promo. He's like, 50 reasons why Metal Jesus sucks. And then he would just read off a sheet of paper and just, like, rant. And it was nuts. Like, this dude did not give two fucks. And I always love that kind of content. Like, where it's just, like, there's a guy named Godwinson. He calls it the Kino Dogme 2007. Like, the old school way of presenting, like, YouTube hater videos, like, where you cut promos on people. It's the Kino Dogme 2007. We do it in the old style, you know, straight off the brain. And so I used to watch all what I call the anti-e-beggar mafia, and all the affiliates and stuff. It was these like literally 5 subscriber channels cutting promos on these like million sub channels like Metal Jesus and completely blowing them the fuck out all the time. And like there's been a couple of scandals within that community, like within the retro gaming scene, like where, you know, these guys that have million subs and they're pulling in crazy money, okay? I know how much money they're making, and I know how much money they used to make before the ad apocalypse. So, like, they pulled in some major dosh, right? Like, they're not struggling whatsoever. So, there's, like, a couple of scandals, like, within that scene. Like, Metal Jesus had put out, like, a Indiegogo or something, so everyone would buy, like, pay him $50,000 or something ridiculous to buy him an RV. And with this RV, Metal Jesus would go across the continental United States and go to retro game shops and then buy more games. That was literally his pitch. It was him and his buddies buying beers, going in this RV, like, you know, some Baked Alaska IP2 shit, starring Metal Jesus. He was going to e-beg for $50,000. Who's this? Is this Street Fighter? Or is this Gekido? Disciplined Warrior. Okay, nice. So, like, Metal Jesus had the gall to, like, e-beg for $50,000 for a camper and all these games. So, like, all these people started, like, making all these expose videos on Metal Jesus. And he, like, went into panic mode. He, like, started, like, disassociating with anyone that watched those videos or knew anything about it. He's just like, you got me all wrong. This is just for the Metal Militia. You're gonna get something in return. You're gonna get like an acrylic pen. Don't you like acrylic pens? And all these like 10 sub channels were constantly churning out this content, blowing him the fuck out. And that wasn't the only thing. So that was like one of the funny things that happened. Another one is like one of Metal Jesus's homies is this guy named John Hancock. And John Hancock is like, he's got a full-time job. I think he's like a teacher or something. But John Hancock had like one of the world's largest Sega Genesis collections. Like world record, probably not as big as Joel's, but a decent amount. Like, you know, thousands upon thousands of games. And then so John Hancock successfully ran a GoFundMe or something for a video game museum. Like this dude who has like, you know, all these means, like a huge collection and everything. He's like, I'm just going to put everything into a video game museum. And he got the money for it, and then he didn't make the museum. And then people started asking about it, like, hey, what's the progress on this museum you were going to build? And he didn't build it. And I still think to this date, other people have built video game museums. I think there is one in Texas now. And there's a couple of like Video Game History Foundation sponsored like traveling museums, but he has like no affiliation with them. He just didn't make the museum and he took the money. And I don't think he refunded anyone. So then like once again, like all these haters, all these like anti-e-beggars would like make these channels that say John Hancock Scam Museum, or they would make their names like John Scamcock or some shit like that. And they'd make like 50 accounts and comment under every single John Hancock video, like some true haterade shit, like gold tier haters. And they just never let him forget it. And it, like 10 years have passed. You know, he's completely gotten away with it, but they still like make all these sock accounts and shit, and all these like AI videos, like where they like read off John Hancock scam things, like just insane shit. So yeah, I wanted to like make a video just discussing like the anti-e-beggar mafia, because there were all these people that like were like different echelons within the anti-e-beggar community. There was like a Don and a consigliere, and there's just like some capos and shit like that. Like, you know, there's different stratification to the anti-e-begging community, and it was so funny. And then they all turned on each other. Like, they all started turning on each other quickly. Like, they went after, like, Afro Gaming Dude. They went after some other guy, and it just, like, spiraled out of control. And it's like this stuff that you would never see. Like, most people would never watch this shit go down, but it really got under the skin of the people it was intended to do. Like, Metal Jesus and John Hancock and everything, they will not talk about any of this shit, but it was funny to watch while it happened. But unfortunately, all that stuff is like lost on YouTube like tears in rain. Like tears and rain, all of it got deleted, or people, their accounts got banned and shit like that. But it was really funny while it was happening. But one day I'm gonna talk about the anti-e-beggar mafia and what I remember about it. But that's one of the ideas I had. It takes a lot of context building. You have to know about like the retro gaming scene and stuff like that. A buddy of mine on Silent Rob on YouTube. He's like one of the old school YouTubers. He made a series of rants that really like pissed off everyone in the retro gaming community. Like he talked about the scalping and all these people that just like make these videos to capitalize off of nostalgia and shit like that. And he rattled some cages. Like, he kind of got blacklisted because of like his rants. They're pretty good rants. I'll have to post them on my Twitter sometime, but he like made like some epic like hour-long expose rant that I really enjoyed. I don't really associate much with like any of the retro gaming community anymore, so like I don't really care if they don't like me. But some of their haters just made some hilarious content. I'll have to dig some of it up. If you go on YouTube and look up like Afro Gamer Dude probably had some of the best rants on the whole subject. So go check him out. Like, there's some hilarious shit up there. Hope you had fun. Looked cool. What looked cool? Astro Bot? Yeah, I'm having the time of my life here. It's great. This monkey, he's from Rescue Mission, and he has like one of the most disturbing levels because the way to beat him in Rescue Mission was you had to break out all of his teeth, and that just, I got a thing with teeth. I don't like broken teeth. Oh, and you gotta do it again. Oh no. Oh, this fucks with me on a deep level. You have no idea. I don't like it. I don't like broken teeth, okay? I hope not to break my teeth in my lifetime. I think after this stream, Metal Jesus is going to be waiting outside of my door with a fucking croquet mallet, and he's going to bash my teeth in. But it was worth it for the story, I feel. Did we do it? Did we do it? We did it! We did it! First boss down. Hey, Kenny, what's up? Tell the folks at home what Astro Bot is for the uninformed. I did, Kenny. I gave a little brief history of it. And we just we got Ape Escape here. How fitting. Remember, what was I think I reviewed the most recent Ape Escape game. It was Ape Escape on the Move. Sad. Sad that Ape Escape doesn't get no love, even though it helped launch the DualShock. Ape Escape was the pack-in game with the DualShock, the very first one. So I think we finished the first galaxy. I didn't get all the bots, so I'll have to go back and clean those up later. There's an Ape Escape level? Apes on the loose. Oh my god, look at all the... I bet they're all going to be ape-themed things. So, before I do that, I'm going to go back to the hub world. Thanks for joining, Kenny. We're going to go to the hub world and do our little Pikmin things and check out the puzzle. So, I think that's supposed to be Ryu, even though his hair's orange. We got Ryu, and I think this, the bots thing is the MLB games. Am I getting that correct? Alright, so, for the uninformed, this is the hub world of Astro Bot. This PlayStation 5 without the fins is Astro Bot's ship. It was blown up by an alien, and we just have to order some new fins. And at the hub world, you can unlock different sections and different secrets when you unlock more bots. And you unlock bots are like the superstars from Mario 64. The more bots, the more cool things you can do. So, and then I think these are also, yeah, this is a Metal Gear theme. You have like cameos from other game series. So we got our Metal Gear section over here. I had some Ratchet and Clank over here. I've got Abe's Odyssey so far. Oh, look, I do have a little Clank. That tiny little Astrobot. Oh, don't slide, don't slide. But yeah, I got a tiny little Astrobot. That's supposed to be Clank down there. That's cute. But I think we're moving on to an Ape Escape theme level, so that's going to be fun. And I don't know if I can buy any more Gachapon. We'll check it out. I think I got everything here. Yep. Oh, there is one more. I was right. Okay, that is from MLB The Show. Hey, Threadweaver. Good to see you. The hub world is just Journey. Yeah. It does look a tad like Journey. There is a Journey bot from Rescue Mission. So there's probably one in here too. Yeah. maybe there is a bit of a playtesting element to this. Like they're gonna figure out which players spent more time with one particular bot over another, and that's how they're gonna decide to resurrect a dead franchise or a dead IP. Even though it seems like the current CEO of Sony has no idea what IPs they own, probably has never played a PlayStation before in his life. Oh, this is beautiful. So it looks like we're at the Ape Escape level, and there is a ton of missing bots here, so I'm going to take my time on this one. Alright, I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm always trepidatious about progressing too fast in these games because they really do litter it with secrets and little guys. Oh, here we go. Is it even a robot anymore? I look at the monkey and I'm like, that's an ape. That's straight up an ape. Oh my god. Here's that Ape Escape game you were asking for. They did it. Are you happy now? Are you satisfied, fans? Metal Gear did the same thing, though. Snake versus monkey. I don't have my stun stick, though. You gotta get your stun rod. I'm gonna take a quick lap around before I go chase him. This is what I was talking about. There's additional costumes, or maybe this is a separate character. Oh, it's the monkey radar. Gotcha! That is amazing. That scratches an itch. That scratches an itch that, God, it's been like at least 10 years since the last Ape Escape game. It was Ape Escape on the Move, and I reviewed that. There's a review of it on my channel. Gotcha! The Funko Pop Ape Escape experience. That's what I said. If you read the description of this stream, that's essentially what many people view Astro Bot as. Just kind of the same. It has like the same visceral reaction as collecting a Funko Pop. It's just a facsimile of things that came before, you know? But I do feel, in the defense of Astro Bot, it stands on its own merits, too. It's not just nostalgia. It's a decent game. Oh, okay. Ah. Here we go. Here we go. Oops, wrong button, wrong button. R2. I just punched him. I'm not leaving without all the monkeys. No monkey left behind here. We gotta show Sony we want a new Ape Escape game. And getting this trophy is the only way to do it. The music is so great. I think they just pulled it from Ape Escape, though. Gotcha! This is awesome. Glad you enjoy it, Threadweaver. This is one of those games that I really wanted to share with the stream. I've been looking forward to this since it was announced. This is like the only thing that I'm maintaining faith in PlayStation is just for Astro Bot games. And Silent Hill 2, of course, but that's more of a Konami thing than it is a PlayStation thing. Come on! There we go, got him. Kenny Lauderdale says, the problem with Astro Bot, it's not a character. It's sort of the Sears mannequin that they're putting different IPs on top of. Nothing wrong with that, but it's like Sony's version of Mies. Yeah, somebody did make that comparison about Mies, or at least, you know, it is kind of a blank slate character, and it's meant, I mean, like, most people aren't necessarily excited about Astro Bot. It's more about the cameo characters, right? And Astro Bot's kind of secondary to that. But I believe the first Astro game on the PS4 didn't lean on all that. Astro Bot to me is more like, I put it kind of in the same camp as Game & Wario or the WarioWare series. It's a tech demo for the hardware. It's meant to like draw new players in, get them familiar with the system, but I think this Astro Bot in itself, I didn't start appreciating it until I played Rescue Mission on the VR, and I saw the full potential of the concept. But the problem is, not many people bought a VR headset to play it, and so in a way, this Astro Bot, like if you were to put out an Astro Bot game without all the Funko Pop, you know, nostalgia bait and shit, it would be a huge risk for Sony. It doesn't necessarily make it a better game per se, but for, you know, an elder millennial like myself who was around for the birth of PlayStation, it is certainly more of an appealing factor. And you got to understand, there are a lot of like Disney adults out in the world. Like, there's been so much fucking microplastics in the food that it's warped our fucking brains to where we are Pavlovianly conditioned to react and have our mouth salivate when we see the thing. And so it's nothing but a safe bet for Sony to kind of rest on their laurels in a sense. So I get why they did it. Now, if they didn't have the nostalgia bait, I would have gone out and bought this game anyway because I fell in love with the concept before. But it only appealed to a niche demographic that bought the fucking PSVR 1. And that's a very niche demographic. I think the biggest risk, though, is if they would have made this game for PSVR 2, it would have never sold. It would have been the death of the franchise. So I got to give props to Sony for making a smart choice. Hopefully they'll make back some of Concord's budget. What was it, like $250 million in the hole for that, plus 8 years? Holy shit. And then they also got like a television show of Concord coming out on Amazon. Like, what a disaster. So I don't know. I would say like Astro Bot has a good chance of selling 1 million copies. At least, at bare minimum, they're going to hit 1 million copies. So what? This game was about $50-$60. So they might turn a small profit on this, and I know for a fact that they pulled a lot of the same assets from the previous Astro Bots games, the pack-in game that came with the PS5 and Rescue Mission. Like, there was a boss from Rescue Mission in here. So I imagine like Asobi's a pretty small team. I think it's like 60 people, which is not big at all. So I would love to see more smaller games like this coming from Sony. You know, middle budget, AA games, we'll say. Maybe single A games coming from Sony, because that's what they're lacking the most. And that's why I fell in love with PlayStation in the first place. Like, the first game I believe I played for the PlayStation was Jumping Flash 2. And I think in one of the Astro Bot games there was a Robbie the Rabbit cameo, but Jumping Flash is the essence of old PlayStation. It's hard for me to describe to like all the zoomies out there, like how PlayStation used to be, that kind of vibe they used to have. But Astro Bot really captures that vibe. That old, crusty PlayStation 1 era vibe. Like, we're talking standard def. What was it? Like 46 kilobyte memory card. You know, that kind of era. Final Fantasy VII, your Medieval, your Ape Escapes, your Beyond the Beyond, your like old school Square Enix, Parasite Eve, that sort of stuff. I would love to see a Parasite Eve cameo. I'm not sure that there is one in here, but I would love it if I saw Aya or somebody. Seems like Square Enix has forgotten about Parasite Eve. But that's the era I grew up in. That's the era that I remember fondly. But I got to be honest with you, the PS2 was my all-time favorite console. So that's the aesthetic I go for. Like I showed you guys earlier. What my PS5 looks like. I themed it after a PS2. So. Oh, I don't want to finish the level yet. Don't finish the... Oh, I got it. I left an 8 behind. That's okay. I'll come back and get it later, but I didn't want to finish the level. PlayStation was experimental Japanese. Oh, yeah. That's why Hikikomori Media is what it is. It is what it is, folks. It's why I have a preference or an affinity towards Japanese-developed games. is because I grew up with the PlayStation. I grew up with the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, all straight up Japanese developers. I wasn't really into Western games, and they really didn't come to prominence until like the 6th and 7th gen. Oh god, do I have to I have to hammer. Oh, these are the weakest. These are the weakest hits. Come on. Don't make me do this 4 times. Don't make me do this 4 times. Oh my god. I hate this shit. Okay. I don't want to throw my controller, but it does seem like there is a sweet spot to make it hit harder. Oh, please. Are you winning, son? Well, this would be the time when my dad would walk in, you know. So this is what video games are all about, huh? How many? How many nails do I have to hammer here? This is ridiculous. Can I just press the button? Isn't the button sufficient? Yeah! Okay, so you can strike them in like one blow. You just gotta get mad. I don't want to break my controller, guys. I fixed it. We did it.
Think you can get it inside mine?
You gotta put in all the cartridges. Make sure the contacts are clean. You gotta use the stovetop cleaner for that, okay? Stovetop cleaner and an eraser from a pencil to clean those contacts. All right, we got a Retron 5 now. You know, I've actually taken apart a PS5 and I don't remember this shit at all. I'm being gaslit by Sony. Oh, look, it's a memory card. He's surfing on a memory card. We got 42, and they're all flossing. They're all pointing this way. It's the thing. Oh, look. We got some scaffolding here. Construction has begun on our PlayStation 5 ship. I really don't recall all those heat pipes. Okay, the PS5 is notoriously has shitty cooling. There wasn't that much airflow. And it's heating up my room. My PS5's on the floor right now, as recommended by the care instructions, and you're supposed to just cover up all the vents and leave it on your carpeted floor, as one does. But when I took apart my PS5, it didn't look anything like that shit. We're gonna build a bridge. We're gonna build a bridge. Nice. And we got a vulture helping us out. I hope it's friendly. I guess it's friendly. A new space to clear out. Who do we got in there? Just some generic bots. Oh, okay. See, this is kind of like the Pikmin aspect of it, but it's a bit more unrefined. You just go over and tap the button. But it's still really cool. It gives you an incentive to collect them all. There we go. Some generic bots. As I said, I think there's about 300 total bots. There's only about like 150 guest bots and then just some generic ones, but that's still cool with me. A 100! Dang. It's gonna be a minute for that. 43 people in there? Oh my god, I gotta force you all. I gotta remind them. Today I will remind them. Leave that like! It's the free option! What are you doing? I decorated the set for you today. I had to get some AAA batteries for that thing. But I built a monument to Astro Bot in the background. We got the whole scene here. They call it scene in OBS. The whole scene is Astro Bot themed. All for you. Just leave that like. Really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us today. It's the guy!
Oh my god!
It's the guy! It's Spyro! Spyro and Crash! It's like the Game Boy Advance era all over again. We're gonna collab. There better be a Spyro level. Holy shit. Spyro's not, you know, officially a PlayStation mascot, but he kinda is, okay? I remember a demo disc I had back in the day. That's when I first experienced Spyro. And they couldn't fit the music on the demo disc. So I remember just playing it in silence and hearing all the creepy sound effects. And I became a Spyro fan to this day. But I also associate that like really weird Harry Potter game. Like the PS1 Harry Potter game with PlayStation 1. Good memories, nothing but good memories, guys. All the member berries. All the nostalgia giggles. It's a remember when kind of stream. Remember when's the lowest form of conversation. It's the Skylander from the hit game Best Buy Amiibo bin. Yeah. Yeah. Skylanders was such a weird project. I had a buddy who was a streamer up on Twitch. That was his gimmick. Like he tried to run like Demon Souls and shit. He found no success in Demon Souls, but the moment he streamed Skylanders, he amassed an audience of children and strange adults. And that was his gimmick for a while. The weird story about that guy, though, I wouldn't call him a friend. I would call him, like, you know, an associate. He was like a friend of a friend. This dude, like, had his own Twitch company or whatever. Like, he was like, I want to call him, like, a Twitch groomer. Like, he would, like, train other people to get into Twitch and train them and stuff like this. And he ran his own, like, Twitch-based business. Like, an affiliate. Like, you know how they had networks and shit on YouTube? That's the kind of stuff he did. And, I was like, man, I wonder whatever happened to that Skylanders guy. And, he, entered my feed one day on Twitter, and I guess he had some, like, big Me Too scandal. And I had to, like, sit down and think for him, and I was like, how did this Skylanders guy amass so much clout in such a way that he ended up with, like, a Me Too scandal? It was bad. Like, they dropped all the logs and stuff, like, instantly, like, all the text messages, and I read them. And I was like, hey, I know all these places. I know these people in this chain. This is odd. You know, I guess every community has their scandals, has their but the Skylanders community, like, what the fuck? Thankfully, it didn't involve children. That's my first thought was, like, this dude groom somebody, but no, it wasn't like that. It wasn't anything like that, thankfully. Doesn't Twitch have zero actual discoverability? It's all a giant chain of people offsite raiding into another? Kinda. I have a few buddies that are on the Twitch scene. They can probably tell you more than I could. I don't understand Twitch. I know, like, even having, like, I think it was, like, 200 viewers. If you got 200 viewers in Twitch, you're in, like, the top 90 percentile. There's a lot of people who attempt Twitch, but there's, like, way more that fail and can't spin it into a career. And I'm not, like, making fun of them or anything. I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. I think, like, to have any sort of success on Twitch, it really is kind of a nepotism situation. You got to know somebody or be a part of a community. Like, one of my mods in here, Sentry is down. He's a part of the Final Fantasy IX speedrunning community. So, really, he's my gateway into Twitch. Everything I know about Twitch is just shit that he's told me. And then the scandals, like the Dr. Disrespect shit. So, hey, it's that cursor from Dreams. Talk about your obscure cameo, but that's the cursor from Dreams. I know because I played Dreams for a good minute. Look at that skeleton bot. Okay, that's a Hero Brian tier lore. The lore video is going to be dropped on after the stream. I'm going to craft something for you. Now, Twitch is like it's a really tight run ship from what I know. You got to be from California or from the East Coast. You got to come from a rich family if you want to have any semblance of success. You got a bot farm. You got to own a bot farm to even have any viewers over there. YouTube streaming, while it's not the most lucrative place in the world, I have found okay success. Like, you know, I have a steady amount of viewers over here, people that have subbed to me or first timers, you know. I don't know what discoverability is like over here. You know, I have the occasional rando, but mostly it's people that have been subscribed to me for a while, and this is my way of just connecting with my community, I guess, and just having a good time. It's nothing too serious. Cool Streams has been around, I want to say, as almost as long as the channel, but I think they've gotten better as I've purchased more tech and figured out OBS, I'd like to think. Where's the Heavy Rain cameo? I don't know if they have one of those, but I'm not sure if Sony has any more affiliations with David Cage anymore. Not since, like, Detroit Become Human. I think they've cut ties with him. That's the last I heard of David Cage, is like they cut ties because of various scandals at his company. But who knows anymore. Heavy Rain is certainly one of my favorite PS3 games. Like, I don't really like the adventure genre too much, but I did enjoy Heavy Rain despite its flaws and despite a few ass pulls that came in to make the story happen. Heavy Rain, like, has kind of a nonsense dumb story, but it does have some good stakes. I would say Heavy Rain falls into, like, the torture porn Saw kind of genre. And even though, like, the cast is comprised of a bunch of poorly acted Canadian voice actors, it has a bit of that charm to it. I didn't really care for Beyond Two Souls. I do like I do like Willem Dafoe. What else did I play of theirs? I played a bit of Detroit. I thought it was okay. But I would say Heavy Rain's the best game they made. My buddy David really likes Fahrenheit / Indigo Prophecy. And I liked the first half of Indigo Prophecy, but there is a turn that happens in that game that turns it into the Matrix and makes it really stupid, and I just lost interest. But Heavy Rain is, I feel, is most coherent vision. I think the problem with David Cage and his company is that Supermassive is eating his lunch. Supermassive Games, the people that brought you Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthology and a few others, they just keep cranking out all these bangers. They've basically filled the gap of David Cage. You really don't need him anymore when you have Supermassive. Oh, what do we got here? Is this Monster Hunter? What am I supposed to derive from this? I think it's just a regular bot. Yeah, it's just a regular bot. Nam and Jaden. Yeah. It's got that old, like, really bad voice acting Kino, but I love Heavy Rain. I remember being hyped about it. My buddy, you guys got to understand, the PS3, even though I got one back there, I was kind of a late to the party PS3 because it was $599 US. And back in 2006 money, let's just say it was $1,200, okay? Scrounging together $600 plus a game, plus like accessories and stuff, you end up spending like, $1,400 modern money, okay? Doing that as a broke college kid was not easy. And so my buddy actually sold a bunch of his old collection to buy a PS3, so I'd have to go over to his house to play it. And I remember when we got the Heavy Rain demo, and he had like maybe a 12-inch TV, CRT television, and we played the demo on that shit. And it was like sitting on a beer crate that he had in his apartment. And I thought it was like the most phenomenal, like, this is it. These are graphics. This is the future. And it was one of the games that pushed me to get a PS3 to, like, save up money from my shit job and get a PS3. And I got a PS3 with Metal Gear 4 and Little Big Planet. Those were the two games I got for it, and I would say solid investments. They were like two of the heaviest hitters on that platform, straight out. And I played through Heavy Rain like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, yeah, it was decent. It's really cheesy though. It's hard to go back to. It did not age well. Proto Void says, I love Heavy Rain, but it's very flawed. Despite that, I recommend people at least give it a shot. Yeah, there is a Heavy Rain collection on the PS4 that comes, I think, with Beyond Two Souls, if you want to check it out. I checked out Beyond Two Souls, and I thought parts of it were interesting, but I didn't like the ghost mechanic of it. I thought Detroit was way better. Oh, wow. I didn't mean to do that, but we entered a Sarlacc pit, and we got a little monkey buddy. Legally distinct, not Ape Escape monkey buddy. Oh, this is like King of Swing. Yeah, this is like Donkey Kong King of Swing. That's bananas. Really cool. Solid investment. Somebody understands my puns. Thank you, MD Chaos, for paying attention. Some people get it. Jody's got a stand. What? Oh, okay. Omicron, the Nomad Soul, is by far his very best. Overambitious and clanky, but sure, it's got David Bowie. Yeah, I think I've seen that on the Dreamcast. I just haven't played it. That's all the Dreamcast was, over-ambitious concept games. Artsy concept games. And Illbleed. Okay, so I think we got to use the monkey here. And now we got some boulders. I was with my daughter collecting boulders. I didn't flag your channel. Okay, so this is going to be a trick. We got to clam over here. I feel if I break these a certain way, I'm going to lose access, but we're just going to go with it. Whatever. I was out collecting boulders with my daughter. Let's go up here before we break that one. Oh no! I got glooped. Ring Terror's Realm splat. Yeah. Shout out to the Spoony one. Spoony, if you're out there watching this stream, let's collab. I will edit for you. I will do whatever you want. I'll make a cameo. I'll play the game for you if we can just get one more Spoony. If we don't even need the Spoony movie. We'll do one more review. It's in the render queue. I'm serious about that shit too. I would do it. I would do it, Spoony. I'd edit for you. I know you hate editing. I'll edit for you, bud. Dreamcast Mini, Sonic's Adventure, Blue State. I got a Dreamcast Mini. Is it still in here? I got a Dreamcast Mini. Hold on. My PS5 has heated up my office. It is straight up, I'm not going to buy a space heater. I'm just going to turn on my PS5 and leave it in idle mode. Here's my Dreamcast Mini. Kurt got that for me. That's my Dreamcast Mini. That's going on my tree this year. Y'all have seen my Christmas tree before. My Christmas tree... I showed off in my extermination video, but that's going on there. Thank you. Shout out to Kirk for that. I believe they just made an Xbox, like Hallmark made an Xbox one of those. But the moment they get a PS2 one, I'm all over it. I'm all about that. Oh, snap. Oh, that's cool. I didn't really need to do that, but you can just slap the ground, slap that sand up, kick it up. That's neat. Just ruining this monkey's day. Is that Yorda? Guys, I think that's Yorda.
Oh my god!
It's Yorda! How do I get her out? That's Yorda. That's gotta be Yorda. How do I get her out? Okay. We gotta just drop her cage down. Okay. It's Yorda! Elfin Prisoner needs to be led by the hand. Yep, that's Yorda. Hell yeah. Alright, we got our first Eco cameo. Now we gotta get Eco himself. Y'all know I love that game. I still need to finish my speedrun of Eco. I was literally off by 4 seconds to getting the platinum trophy. 4 seconds. All because like the last cutscene in Eco, you can't skip it, so it just adds to the timer. It's bullshit. Oh, I see, I see. There's a secret over there. Very nice. A PS2 Mini was a missed opportunity. I would buy the shit out of a PS2 Mini, but I don't know that Sony's going to do something like that because the PlayStation Classic was a monumental failure. I would love it if they did, though. Jordan Star, playing this currently, so much fun. Thanks, Jordan. I hope you enjoy it. I'm having the time of my life. Money well spent. There are a few games that I can solidly say I would recommend straight out of the gate. I know this game's only about like 10 hours or so. It's not a whole lot, but the game was relatively cheap. I think I only paid like $50 for it. I pre-ordered it like a year ago, so I forgot, but I think I only paid $50 for it, and I've already got my money's worth. I've already seen some cool stuff and done some cool stuff. Woo! It's weird that they introduced the monkey here, but not on the monkey planet. That just occurred to me. Like, why didn't they introduce this in the monkey galaxy? You know, where the ape escape level was. But that's just a minor nitpick. It's not really even a criticism. It's just a curiosity. Okay, I feel that's a point of no return. So if I go over there, I won't be able to get back. So maybe I should check out this area first. But this also looks like a point of no return because there's a checkpoint up there. So we're going to skip that for now. Sherbert Head says ape oversaturation. They really do like them. Oh, okay. It's a hook shot. Cool. Doing our little Sonic slide here. Our Cole McGrath slide, too. Treasure. Oh, nice. Just smack it all. I do like how the monkey just flails his fucking hands. It is kind of wild. Alright, here we go. What do we got? The golden banana. Up and up and up. Who is this? It's Ico! It's the guy!
Oh my god!
There he is! We got Ico. Well, now I'm satisfied. That's who I wanted to see the most. I can stop playing now. I've seen the guy. I've seen the thing. It's over. It's all over. Hey, we got another one? I think that's all the bots for this level. Nice. Got to get all the coins for the gacha machine, though. cool mini boss. Oh no! I didn't see that guy back there. I was focused on the dudes in front. That's okay. Not that far back. Let's get it. All right. He got me again. Maybe I need to juke off to the left there. Juke. J-U-K-E. Okay. Juke off. Let's be clear. This is not a DSP stream, okay? I may have just watched the June the King documentary, but I didn't glean any ideas for this stream. It's not going to be one of those kind of streams. All right. Damn! What am I supposed to do? I think I'm supposed to smack the ground and stun him. I'm getting a lot of coins, though, so I'll be able to buy the gachapon machine. Alright, so... Whoa, there we go. Got him, got him. And got the checkpoint. Channel the banana. We're trying here. I had a banana smoothie right before this stream. I got the banana I got the banana flowing through me. But I let my finger off the wrong button on that one. This one requires you to awkwardly move the controller in tandem. Okay, that works. Now I've got... What is that? Oh, nice. Puzzle. Okay, we've 100%ed this level so far. I really am not a fan of the motion gimmicks. They're serviceable, but I don't know. They're not doing anything for me. Jet boots are OP. Is that it? That can't be it. I got these boulders. I was out collecting boulders with my daughter. Oh, I knew it. Here we go. Captain Pincer or Pincher? I think that was Captain Pincher. This is great. Okay, I was expecting something, a little twist. And I wasn't disappointed. Okay, so we got the bear. Is this going to be a Shadow of the Colossus-like thing? Of course. Why didn't they put Wander in this level? Going up the spinal column, round and round. Oh no, he's gonna break his own ribcage to spite me. Oh no! Okay. That was really cool though. That's what I wanted more of. Seems like it's gonna be a very creative boss. But I need those. Okay, here we go. Grab them. Okay. Only 3. And I got hit by the laser. Damn it. This game has just gotten extremely interesting. If this is just like the second boss, this is the second boss in the game, I wonder what they have in store for later on. There's a nice twist in, if you've played the Astros, I think it's Astros Playroom on the PS5. If you've played that, there is a nice twist for the final boss. A real bit of esoteric Sony lore. They did something similar with like PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. They had like some Polygon guy that was from this really obscure PlayStation commercial. Get up! No! He didn't grab! He didn't grab! That wasn't me. I promise. The motion controls on here leave a little bit to be desired when it comes to swinging the arms. I'll say that. Oh, he's still got a boulder, that's why. Yeah, you can't grab if you're still holding a boulder. Yeah, that's where I messed up last time. It's just I did not swing those motion controls. Like, you really have to swing them high. And I just fucked up the mic. Go! 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 Damn, dude. I'm getting swamped. Swamped by a kid's game. Woo! Okay. For realsies. Let's get it. Alright. Maybe I'll wait for him to beat his chest again before I do that. So we'll hang out here. Okay. Now, up we go. Up we go. Alright. That's all I had to do. That's literally all you had to do, Miles. What the hell's your problem? Okay, the camera is not doing me any favors here. Oh, I see. There's 2 handles right there. Oh! What's with this game and breaking teeth? I just broke his whole mandible. Oh my god. We did it. That was actually a really clever fight. Something straight out of Shadow of the Colossus for real. I just want to make sure. Oh, look, there is something over there. Ooh. What is this? One-Eyed Willie's treasure? Beautiful. Look at all them diamonds. They mean nothing. Currency means nothing to Astrobot. What is this? Oh, it's a secret flag? Like a secret exit or something? It's a portal to a secret level, okay. Hey, what's up, Junk? Junk. We got 56 out of the 300. Where are we in the stream? We're almost at 3 hours. Maybe I'll go 3.5. We'll see. We'll see how this stream goes. Light bulb limbo. Okay. I have a feeling that there's going to be another one of the... This is, I guess, where all the secret levels are. So I've probably got a few more to find, but... What level could this be? Is this by Primal? Primal is probably the most obscure Sony IP. If I had to guess, I don't think this is based on Primal. This is probably Bloodborne. Is this a Bloodborne level? Dude, even the people who developed Primal forgot about Primal. Nobody in this chat has ever played Primal. Not a single one of you. Oh, when you break the bulb, the platform goes away. That's no good. Primal was like a first-party IP that Sony wanted to have their own Legacy of Kain game, basically. And it's a British action platformer where this girl and her demon buddy go on action platforming adventures. That's basically Primal. And then there's a bunch of like electronic Brit music, like British music, so it's just really bad. Just by the nature of the genre. No, I mean it's okay. But it's probably Sony's most forgotten franchise. More forgotten than Parappa, for sure. Is anyone British in this chat? Do we got any Brits in here? I think I've scared them all away. They didn't pay their TV license to watch this stream. They got Vant. Oh boy, look who it is, folks. It's the guy.
Oh my god!
There he is. You asked for him. Let's get crazy in here. Well, we got Dante. Let's rock. I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark soul with light. That's my favorite Dante quote. I'm one of the original, like, I love the original Devil May Cry the most. I'm probably the only one, you know, maybe I'm an OG for that, but I find the original Devil May Cry just to be so off the wall and funny. It's always going to be my favorite. Is this Alucard or is this Dracula? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Vamp Champ. He's Nosgoth's best It's Kain.
Oh my god!
It's Kain. I was just talking about Legacy of Kain. I guess Legacy of Kain is a PlayStation classic. I mean, you got Blood Omen. Blood Omen did come out for the original PlayStation. I did not think anyone from the Nosgoth series would be in here. What the hell? But you know who's not going to show up? Whatever her name is from Primal. The girl from Portal Runner. Never going to be here. I was not expecting to see Kain. Who this? Who the hell is this? And there's like an invisible barrier, so I can't... Oh, it's Raziel! Of course it would be Raziel. Well, how do I save him? Oh. That coin killed me. That was an evil coin. The coin killed me. Money kills you? I fucking trusted you, Money. I fucking trusted you, Money. Shout out to Rob. Rob, if you're watching this, shout out. I fucking trusted you, Money. I guess there's a platform up there. But I gotta figure out how to get up there. Where's that coming from? Okay, so I want to get Raziel. I'm not leaving without Raziel. He's already been through so much. Oh, here we go. That looks like a point of no return, though. Okay. All this for Raziel. Worth it, though. The best Legacy of Kain character. Oh, no. Oh, no. Of course there would be a ghost boss. We got you, bud. You're coming home. You can finally come home, Raziel. Resurrected Wraith. You can't keep a good vamp down. That game is so underrated. Soul Reaver. I would definitely say that's a all-time banger original PlayStation game. Even though it was better on the Dreamcast, but Legacy of Kain in 2024 Bizarre. Hey, what's up, Nero? Yeah. With Devil May Cry. That's the crossover I was not expecting. I didn't have that one on my bingo card. Medieval level. We'll probably see Sir Daniel in some way. Oh, Gabrielle's a Brit. I haven't watched telly in 10 years. I won't tell. I'm not gonna rat you out. Not gonna rat you out. We'll wait till it sets in. The writing and acting are astonishing. Hey, Gabrielle, I've been watching a lot of Peep Show. I'm on my, second rewatch of Peep Show. Oh, you can turn tiny! Oh, my God. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids mode here. Hey, Gabrielle, if you watch my Resident Evil video, I included a space reference. Okay? That's for you Brits. I didn't forget about you. I like to include, all nationalities. Make some esoteric reference, so I put in a space reference for all my Brits. Just double checking, making sure we get all the coins. Hopefully they don't kill me again. I was not expecting that. They have Jester from Rogue Galaxy and Tart from... Nero, don't fuck off with that. I didn't know that. You guys are gonna spoil it in the chat? Ah, here we go. No, it's okay. I had a lot spoiled for me on Twitter. And I'm not really mad because, what is there to get mad about other than these dead franchises aren't coming back? The harsh reality, the honeymoon phase of playing Astro Bot is after you finish the game and you remembered all the things you used to love, and then you come to the realization that Sony's never going to put any money into them again. Like Legend of Dragoon, completely dead. Just absolutely forgotten about. Except by Asobi. Asobi are the keepers of the flame. Fictive Truism. This game looks delightful. It absolutely is. I think I only paid like $50 for it, because I pre-ordered this game like last year sometime, and I've already got my money's worth. I've had a blast. I'm certainly gonna 100% it. It's so fucking cute too. Am I supposed to rescue this one? And he's just hanging out. We got a little cat. What's going to happen when I turn into a mouse in front of the cat? It's looking at me. It's not doing much, but... Oh. Oh, no. Okay. All right. At least I can get out of there. Holy shit. That was going to go south real quick. Neat. It's okay, Nero. I'm really not mad. There's like 165 of them, and then there's just like 140 generic bots. And I've already played Rescue Mission, and Rescue Mission had a lot of the same cameos. So it's like, I don't care. I'm just happy, okay? It really doesn't bug me. Spoilers really don't get to me. This change in perspective's great. Like, they've taken some of my favorite elements from the Pikmin series, like the sense of scale, and being able to, like, shrink down like this. That's incredible. Even though it's like, some of these gimmicks are only used for a single level. Oh my gosh. All these apples. Look how good they look. Pikmin has good-looking fruit, delicious-looking fruit, so... Did you guys hear that they're making a new Chibi Robo game? It's not officially Chibi Robo. It's called something else, like Legally Distinct Robot Pal. But they're making something. I think they just finished up their Kickstarter and it got funded. But the original director of Chibi Robo and a lot of the different Onion games, he's making it. They're making it happen. All right. Let's see. I think I'll finish up this level. We'll see. We'll see what the stream wants. If we still maintain like 40 some odd people, maybe I'll continue on, but thumb up the stream if you wouldn't mind. We got 53 likes. That's pretty solid. It's pretty solid as far as streams go on YouTube. Get your questions in. All your super chats are appreciated. Guys, if we hit the goal, I'm putting on the vest. We got to get that vest streak going. It's got to start. I honestly applaud DSP for the vest thing. I think that was a brilliant move. If people were willing to pay for a vest streak and he was able to do it, then more power to him. I don't get what the big deal is there. On both sides of it. Like, I really don't understand the vest. Okay, double checking. Oh! What is that? It's a ballerina? Huh. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, it's a dinosaur. It's not the same dinosaur from Rescue Mission or Astro's Playroom, I believe. Okay, can I get up there? Can I use that as a platform? I'd really like to get those coins, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. Oh, there's a puzzle piece. Feels like I'm cheating by using that power. Oh, we got some shadow boxes. Oh, okay. Got it. Cool. Just us mices. Okie dokie. Let's get out of here. This is tripping me out. Like, this is very Alice in Wonderland-esque. With the constant shrinking and growing. I think Kingdom Hearts had a level like that. Oh, I missed one. There's got to be one in this room. Who's in this bed? Alright. What is in that bed? Oh, okay, there's an entrance down there. There we go. Leave no bot behind. Kiru Belmont, British checking in here. He finally caught a stream. That's great. I'm surprised the cool stream's legal in your country. Well, glad to have you. Thanks. Thanks for joining, as always. Is that an entrance to something? Maybe? Okay. There's something up here. Whoa. So that seems to be the path forward, so I'm not going to go there just yet. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
It's the prince! It's the guy! The prince of all cosmos. This is a surprise to me. Legit, I didn't see anything about the prince here. Guys, I gotta show you something. Hold on. Hold on. Be right back. I gotta show you something. Thank you to all the 34 subscribers who stuck around for this shitty little moment I'm about to share with you. Ready? Full cam. Full cam. We got a full cam for this. You know how I like my enamel pins. I had to get this one. Da-na-na, da-da-na, da-da-na. There he is. Focus, camera. Pull focus. I'm just going to have to take him off the jacket. Also, we got Gravity Rush there. That's Kat from Gravity Rush on a Vita. And that's my Good Life badge. Sweary, I'm wearing it. I got my Good Life badge right there. I'm the one. I'm the fan. I'm the big time fan of the Good Life. Don't ban me anymore. Hold on. Let me get this fucker off of here. This is high quality. Okay. Let's get it closer. Can you see him? No. Hold on, maybe I can spin him from back here. Yeah, there we go. We got the big spin. It won't focus, but there he is. That's what I wanted to show you. Back to the cool stream. Don't you love these deviations that we take together? I am legitimately hyped for this. This is it, guys. The soy face, I busted it out. I'm so happy to see the prince. Can I play as the prince? I would love to play as the prince. Royal Roller will make you a star. Day has been made. I got the Ico stuff. That was cool. But you cannot deny the prince is probably the coolest cameo. Holy shit. Somebody tweet Keita Takahashi. Does Keita Takahashi know? If he's not stoned. Keita, is Nobi Boy in here now? Are they going to pull one of those? This is a bubbly frog. Okay. So I have to get on top of those bubbles as mouse. God, that's beautiful. Day has been made. I honestly, I've been excited about all the cameos so far. Seeing Soul Reaver stuff, insane. Seeing the Prince, honestly, this is like one of my life's best memories. It will not. It's all going downhill from here. Oh, I got one stuck to my back. We got a super chat from Kiru Belmont. We're gonna give you a blessing of KG. I love the spaced reference. I felt personally addressed. Thank you. The Queen and Morrissey, thank you. The Queen is dead. The Queen is dead. Morrissey is my favorite singer of all time. So I thank you for Morrissey. And I thank you for Hateful of Hollow, which is one of my all-time favorite albums. So thank you. I'm glad you felt seen. I really wanted to... I should have included some bangers and mash. I'll be eating some in my next video. Kiru, I was telling somebody else in chat that I'm on my second rewatch of Peep Show. Peep Show was never released in America. They tried to remake Peep Show. I guess there's like a terrible American version of Peep Show like they did with The Office. But I recently watched through Peep Show for the first time last year, and I loved it. And it's like now comfort food for me. I'm like watching it again. It's a solid 10 out of 10 show. I haven't watched any other like Mitchell and Webb stuff. I know they put out a show during the pandemic, but like getting anything from the BBC. This is fucking Moss. We got Moss the Mouse. Perfect. Any of you PSVR chads out there will know about Moss. But anyway, I cannot watch like any BBC stuff. Damn, that sounds bad. I mean, I can watch plenty of BBC stuff on the internet, but anything from the British Broadcasting Company, I cannot, or channel, I cannot watch over here because they like really they really actively attack torrents of BBC content. And like I want to watch more of like the Louis Theroux documentaries because I love all of his shit. But they really make it hard to find. So if you have any recommendations, I'm thinking about just like setting my VPN to the UK and pretending to be a British citizen so I can watch some quality content. But yeah, if you got any good British recommendations, I love Peep Show. Of course, I like all the work of Edgar Wright, and I've seen all of Spaced. I recently watched The Terror, if that counts as British content, but I love The Terror. Don't even get me started on Morrissey. I think I had to throw away my Morrissey shirt, but I had one for years, but it had too many holes in it. I had to get rid of it. The Smiths, Morrissey, one of my all-time top favorite bands. Of course, I also like The Cure, but I like the Smiths more. I grew up listening to Gang of Four for all of you, you Brit punks out there. I enjoyed them a lot. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go through my catalog of British things. I don't have much in there. Signosis. We were talking about like Legacy of Kain. Kiru says, yeah, I was going to say the Louis Theroux docs are hard to get. I'm out in Australia now. Oh, okay. Kiru, did you ever watch The Last Gamer? You're in Australia now? So you're in, like, Paul Hogan territory? No, did you ever watch The Last Gamer? Was he pretty popular over there? Because I'm trying to, like, get an understanding of, like, Joel's infamy. Adam and Joe show was my favorite. Hey, Kiru, I got an Australian show that you need to watch, and this goes for everyone in chat. This is a recommendation from Hikiko. You all know me, big movie reviewer Hikiko now. But I am going to recommend Mr. In-Between. That has been that's my favorite Aussie show. It's just a great show in general. But it's about Ray Shoesmith, a hitman with a heart of gold. It's kind of like a daily life of it. It's like if you know like Mike from Breaking Bad. Imagine if Mike from Breaking Bad had his own show, and it's just about like his daily life and the odd happenings, some of the hits he goes on. It's made by this guy named Ryan. Something Ryan. He's been like working on this show for 20 years. He actually had a movie called The Magician, which was like a like one of those docu-style movies, like where it's just like interviewing somebody. And then the Magician was about his time as a hitman. And then like 20 years later, he made a follow-up called Mr. In-Between. Oh, that's really cool. And that's one of my all-time favorite shows now. I've probably watched that 4 times. It's a short, very short series. It's only 3 seasons. Each episode's like 20 minutes long. But the characters are so likable. The situations he gets in are very intense. And there's a lot of soul and character in it. Like stuff that you don't get in a lot of regular... this is beautiful. All these gachapon. As I'm just crushing all of them. But yeah, Mr. In-Between, top recommendation. It's on Hulu. If you own Hulu or sub to Hulu, or it's on torrents, you can find it. But go watch it on Hulu. Support the show. I would really like one more season, but I don't think Ryan's gonna make one more, unfortunately. But it does end. Like, it does have a solid ending. But yeah, this is insane. So we got Dante here fighting one of the gestures. I think this is Devil May Cry 1 Dante. Because he's got the Alistair right there. We got Kane and Raziel. We got Yorda and Aiko's over there eating the watermelon. The watermelon's from the hidden ending. If you beat the game twice, both Yorda and Aiko eat watermelon on the beach, so that's a very esoteric reference. We got the pointer from Dreams, Ratchet and Clank, Oddworld. We've got most of the Ape Escape apes. I didn't get all of them. Crash in the Mask, Boogadaba. We've got MLB The Show, McCutcheon. That's probably McCutcheon over there. We got Parappa. Who else have we got? We got like one of those Finnick foxes. And I think that's all the cool stuff for right now. That's been a cool stream. What do you guys think? This has been a cool stream. We did it. We're gonna win.
You win!
We had to get the Guitaru Man in there. I did design that for the Guitaru Man stream, but I really have enjoyed this Astro Bot cool stream. I would recommend it. It's exactly what I thought it would be, plus some more. I was not expecting the prince. By the way, before we go, where is the prince? I just unlocked him. I'd like to see him. We got our little Metal Gear section over here. Spyro's hanging out. I want to see the prince before I leave. Before we end this cool stream. I don't see a Katamari floating around anywhere. Do you guys see him? Is that him all the way over there? Yeah, there he is. There's the prince. And oh my gosh, look at the Katamari too. Where'd I put that pin? I just lost my Katamari pin. But it's the same Katamari. Here it is. It's the same rainbow one right there. That's crazy. There are like 100 different Katamaris, but for it to be the same one from my pin, what are the odds? Pretty good, I would say. Okay. That's been a cool stream. I hope you guys watch it in the archive. Appreciate the super chats and the new membership that we got on this one. If you're watching on the archive, please thumb it up. Please leave a comment. Whatever you got to do. I'll leave it up for about a week. I'm working on a couple of new videos right now, so look forward to those near the end of the month. Any parting thoughts? Any last things? Thank you all the British people. I know this is pretty late for you. And somebody was from Spain, like 2:30 a.m. over there. But happy Friday. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Can I bring this in? I got this, you know, my little PlayStation iconography here. This I actually bought this for that PS3 video that I made this year. It's been resting on my PS3 Fat to commemorate the party today, so it's been a good party. Thanks so much for joining you, guy. All right, I think we're gonna end it there.